Win the incredible Steigercraft 21DB Miami, powered by a Yamaha 200, in the ultimate season-long multiple species subscriber-only fishing competition, the Fisherman's 2017 Dream Boat Fishing Challenge. Go to thefisherman.com and enter today. The fishing news is brought to you by Shoreline Insurance Agency and Okuma.
Hey folks, Fred Golofaro here for this week's video fishing forecast. I'm out here at Star Island Yacht Club in Montauk. They're going to be hosting their shark and tuna tournament this weekend, and actually the fishing days are Friday and Saturday. Captain's meeting is tonight. Still time to get in on the action if you want. Fishing's been real good out here. Still some really nice sharks being taken, and the tuna fishing's pretty hot too. I just spoke to Ben from Star Island. He's the manager over here. There's all the bluefin you want, not big ones, you know, smaller bluefins like 30, 40-pound class, but all you want 30 miles southeast of the point. So run to the Suffolk, put your lines in the water, troll east from there. One boat yesterday had 38 or 39 bluefins and left them biting. The big news out here is still striped bass. A lot of big fish being caught. It's been running a couple of days in the local rips here, you know, places like the Elbow, Pollock Rip, the Porgy Hump, and then it might slow down here, and then they're running over the block and catching the fish there. Whether they're the same fish moving back and forth, I have no idea. You have to ask the fish, but that's the way it's been. I would count on some good fishing locally here. We got the full moon coming up on Monday. I think this weekend's going to be real good here, particularly at night, but there's been a really good daytime bite also. It's live porgies, live spot, and live eels for the bigger fish. A little further north, out of Orient, in the Gut and the Race, a lot of bass there also, but not those big fish. A lot of fish in the teens and some fish into the 20s, while down here it's a lot of fish from 35 to 50 pounds, and there's been a few 60s caught also. Down along the South Shore, fluke. Fluke's holding up really well the last couple of weeks. It lit up, and it's holding steady. Good sizes, good quantity. The keeper ratios are way up from what they normally are in this area. And like I said, there are quite a few big fish around. If you want to target them, think about fishing whole squid, live snappers. The snappers are around now in the canals and off the docks, 4 to 6 inches, good size for fluke baits. You can also go to fillets, bluefish fillets are dynamite on big fluke, mackerel fillets, bunker fillets. If you're going to go with these long strip baits, I suggest rigging a tandem hook. You'll do a lot better and give the fish time to get that bait in his mouth. Further to the west, on the west end, good fluke reports coming from there too, not only inside but outside the cholera banks and McAllister grounds, producing some quality fluke. There's rumblings about a 16-pound fluke caught in the last couple of days on the McAllister grounds. Not sure if it was a local boat or it may have been a Jersey boat. And if you're not into the fluke, loads of porgies, especially further west, Sheepshead Bay, Jamaica Bay, that area there. All the porgies you want. Catching them in the boats, catching them from shore. You can catch them at Breezy Point, along the seawalls, and around the shoreline of the Marine Parkway Bridge. Lots of porgies. Clams and worms. If you're fishing from shore, worms stay on the hook a lot better than the clams do. And if you're in the boat, chum pot loaded with clams, and you should have all the porgies you want. Up on the North Shore, porgies, can't miss. Any hard bottom, most all the points, you know, anywhere from City Island to Wading River, really getting, you know, great reports of porgy fishing all the way along the North Shore, and they're along the beaches too. You catch them from shore. Best approach up there really is try drifting first. Get on the fish. Once you get a decent bite, hook a few fish, you can anchor up, drop a chum pot, and again, fish clams or worms or both. What you might want to do also is fish a bucktail or a leadhead with gulp, the Gulf swimming mullet, a 4-inch swimming mullet. They love those, and there's a lot of sea bass around too. So you'll get sea bass mixed in with the porgies, and they like the bucktails and the leadheads with the gulp. Surf-wise, everybody's talking sharks. There's a lot of sharks around. primarily brown sharks, which technically you can't target. I mean, you're fishing for sharks in general, but you will be catching brown sharks. Just remember, they cannot be kept. They're protected and have to be released, and you really shouldn't even be taking them out of the water. And I'm getting some photos of guys holding up brown sharks, which are also called sandbar sharks. Guys, you got to release them. If you get them in the wash, release them right there and get them back in the water as quick as you can. I spoke to Craig over at Smith Point Bait and Tackle. He's been making up custom shark rigs specifically for surf fishing, and they're flying out the door. If you have questions about that, stop by. He's right on the highway on the way down to Smith Point, where a lot of the shark fishing is taking place. I talked to Paulie today. As I said, I'm out in Montauk. I spoke to Paulie at Paulie's Tackle Shop. He's getting orders for custom shark rods for the surf, so he's making them up. If you're interested in a custom shark rod, give Paulie a call at Montauk. There are some bass around, and quite honestly, there's so little effort being directed at them. I don't think it's fair to say that the fishing is as bad as we've been making it out to be, because I do hear from some guys who are putting in the time that they are catching fish, particularly along the South Fork beaches. And Montauk's had some shots of action a week ago. That northeast wind we had that Monday night, there were some quality fish caught. Only a few guys fishing up front under the light, and there were a number of fish in the 30s, and one fish 46 pounds landed that night. So there are some fish around, not hopeless, and if you're just looking to bend the rod, the sharks are almost a sure bet. Hey, until next week, this is Fred Golofaro here for thefisherman.com.
Win the incredible Steigercraft 21 dB Miami, powered by a Yamaha 200, in the ultimate season-long multiple species subscriber-only fishing competition, the Fisherman's 2017 Dream Boat Fishing Challenge. Go to thefisherman.com and enter today.